feeling again of being trapped. In the moment between most my partner had been, we see more to each other now after he went back, and he had been coming here, and he's here now, and had been sleeping here a little more, and we had this, okay, we shall try and see this week what's happening, and then I feel like both yesterday and today I had a call with Peter, and I can feel actually ashamed about saying this again, because I've been here, you know, feeling this thing about these two men, and what am I going to do? And I have actually consciously been looking at it with Mogens, and when he had something come up and said, do you have to talk with him every day? And I said, no, but I do right now. and catching myself when I want to make excuses and explain, and you know, that I actually do not have to do that. But there is some part in me that's still really frightened in this position somehow. It's like being squeezed between two, yeah. And there's part of me that really actually I just didn't even mention it to you, Peter, even though I could have, but there was part of me still having this holding back, and this, I should be, you know, I should be able to not go in this. I should be able to, you know, see that this is all old patterns and
go where? What is this shouldn't? I shouldn't go where?
I shouldn't have these feelings of being trapped and feelings of yes, it's like this. I can see it's exactly the same place I have been for a long time, you know, and come back to it again and again and again, and it's like, yeah, I feel ashamed actually to still feel like that. It's like,
so this is where the guilt goes. This is where the ego makes, yeah, that's where the guilt is projected. Would you like to bring in Mogens? Would you like to invite him to this meeting?
I've actually done that, but
maybe you want.
Yeah, I would like to, but I fear it too, you know. And I have this. When you said that, I said he's never going to do that.
Tell him I invite him.
What?
You could tell him I invite him.
Okay, I'll go and ask it.
Okay.
Hello, two guys.
Hi, good to see you again.
Oh yeah, I'm a little groggy today.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I felt guided to ask to invite you.
I have to. We can't hear that.
You cannot hear?
So I'll just speak. It goes up here.
Mm.
That's better.
I think.
Jeg kan skrive ned. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just exploring special relationship.
Had a bachelor relationship.
Special.
No, bachelor.
Bachelor, no? Special. It could be the same type of thing. Yeah. 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 So it's like an open floor where we just explore the mind and feelings. And it's really beautiful how authentic everybody is and open to share anything. Yeah. Yeah, is there anything you, Mons, or anyone else would like to explore? We were just talking about guilt. For example.
Yeah. The Joker is going around for many years, this Joker, the guilt. So you talk about what issue was up for you?
The issue that was up for me was I just felt it in my body really going around, and it was this actually feeling I was ashamed of still feeling trapped and having this come up around, especially feeling the guilt between having you back here and see a lot more of you and still having a lot of contact with Peter. And I was ashamed that I still had this feeling of that I could actually still go back in this old pattern and of feeling guilty and thinking that they're mostly having this that I have to figure out and I have to explain myself, and yeah. Yeah.
I've just told Solvay that I don't want hanky-panky or some unreal stuff going on between us, because when she's totally honest, I can take what I feel and I will stay in the relationship or not, because I have some experience from other relationship where there was some hanky-panky and lying and withdrawing and all that stuff. I think probably all of you know. And that was very clear for me to say to Sola that she have to tell me if she fought for another or something, then we can take it. But I want it real, not that hanky-panky around the back and everything.
Right. You want the openness. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because then the withdrawal, and that's not good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we are standing in, cannot use all the old concepts, but they are still working. So I'm not more developed than I really am, so I cannot go forward and say everything is okay. No, I have to. We have to communicate what it is, although it's embarrassing or whatever feeling comes up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, relationships are so good for this. It's like a training ground and a place to share.
But the purpose for me is always come back to the love, whatever that might be. For me, that's not a concept, that's a feeling. That's a gut feeling or
an experience.
It's okay, and because of the honesty. And not some fake thing because of anxiety or what's happened next and everything. But of course, that is a human experience, what's coming next when I do this and that.
Yeah.
And always the most worst scenario the mind can think of.
Yeah, the relationships offer that.
Yeah.
Like the opportunity to look at the worst here in our minds. Yeah.
So of course, when it triggers me, I'm still about just a child in a adult body, and no more, no less. So, but I have, like in the Course in Miracles, I have a distance sometime to what I experience and what I feel is for the good for me, and I can see all the ego stuff coming up in me, but I don't have to follow it. But that's the difficult part because of all those years I have deluded myself about my identity in the body and everything.
Yeah. Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That you
have a little experience. I have been projecting a lot of her daughter.
Yeah.
She's living at me, and a lot of projections about her using too much heat and it's too expensive to live with me and everything. She lived in my apartment. And then I got triggered because I got 1,500 bags in the heat. And then I laughed at myself because I have all this trouble about it. I'm not coming to pay 2,000 or 3,000 kroner more, but I didn't. I felt a little shameful, but I laughed afterwards because I could see the stuff. And I think she had to got $500 about them. So that's what's my heart feeling. And then the ego comes up. And then I want to withdraw, and everything comes up. I told it so. I won't do my better, but I could feel this was not that strong anymore because it was a nice, good feeling to give her the 500. Although the ego was in me, it's a part of myself, I know, but the ego wanted to negotiate with me about not giving him because of so and so. So it was very nice experience for me to give from my heart and not that greed. The greed and everything. But
yeah, just to see the ego like that, just observing, and once you see it, to not blame yourself, but forgive and smile at it. Yeah,
it's funny that there's two sides of me, and that's totally funny to look at that. But when I come more and more get open and come in contact with my heart or whatever, God feeling, then it's it's still a new experience for me to not react on the ego side and all the depression and all the anxiety and all the. I call it when my daughter was about to walk to crawl. She crawled backwards. So I have a comparison with her and all the things I do to get there more and more backwards instead of. Do you understand?
Not really. No, I didn't understand.
I can say it in Swedish, but then the other don't understand it.
I can translate from Swedish.
Yeah.
A prawn? There's something with a prawn.
No, with crawling backwards.
You know,
She
wants something you crawl.
backwards.
My little daughter, about half a year something, she crawled backwards, but that was not her intention. She was forward. But then I compare it with me when I do something with the ego. I always crawl backwards.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's so good to see.
I also have an issue with that she is loyal to me, and I'm still exploring it because there is some feeling, and I cannot say, "No, everything is okay." No, I cannot say that. I have to get out.
Yeah, communication is just so helpful. I mean, and it's big. I mean, we always, Jesus tells us in the Course that challenges are opportunities to forgive something that we failed to forgive in the past. Yeah. That's what a challenge is.
Then we can do it now with the opportunities coming up. Yeah.
And it's big. I mean, whatever we heal it for the whole universe.
Yeah.
And so this idea also of love between bodies, like in the possessiveness that come in special relationship.
But we have it inherit from the animal world, and it's full function there. But now we staying in the middle, and we are not really human, and we are not really animals. So we are really in a
conditioned,
and it's a strong force still, I think.
Yeah, to see when that raging possessiveness comes up, but then to be able to talk it through,
to feel it also, felt, not because when I see now in the perspective back, I have get some traumas like the most human race, and then I was closing down from here. I see in retrospective. Yeah, then I saw it afterwards, many years after. I was closing down in the body and think me out of it, but it hasn't worked. So I have to go back to my feeling. I'm there from. So I was afraid of feeling when I was a child, and that must come back. And now I'm my own adult or something. My bigger brother, the Holy Spirit, or whatever you call it. So it's fine to soften up, I think.
Yeah. It's more safe.
Yeah.
To soften.
Yeah. You have to practice it because the ego won't believe it in me, and then I've practiced a lot, so I feel it's better to whatever it takes anyway. So yeah. I cannot talk me out of it. I had to feel it for myself also.
Yeah.
The communication in myself and with Solvay and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm very, very it's also very new for me still. but I can see afterwards all the things I've going through, they just pop up now, and I can it's in some aha. I don't understand it that time for 20 years ago, but now it's come back and then I understand it. With the real understanding, not something intellectual.
Yeah.
Also feel it in the body.
Yeah. Yeah. And really, we're here to learn who we are. We're here to learn what we are, which is love.
Yeah.
We are love, and love wants to pour through us unceasingly, all the time. Love wants to pour through us.
Yeah.
You know, and what does love do? Love loves. No
Yeah.
matter what. It's like no matter what is happening.
Yeah.
But then we're still in the training, so we, you know, stuff still comes up. The emotions still comes up. The fear of loss.
Yeah.
Jealousy, whatever, you know, and then to have that space then to just talk about anything and put words on it, that is just so helpful. But yeah, to put this idea of possession on the altar, I mean, I heard Byron Katie said one time, she said, yeah, my husband, he loves whoever, he can love whoever he wants to love, you know. But that's quite a high level, you know. And then to be able to look at what comes up. This and
I can feel this when you say this. It's just this opening and this having love pour through. I can really feel it's blocked when I get in this place where I feel I have to navigate. I have to, it's really closing everything down. Yeah. Maybe that's what I feel in the body when it's just feeling dead. Yeah.
The belief that you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. And just having this, when you said that you don't want old lies and so, and I actually feel accused, you know, for lying. It's just, oh, am I lying? I actually start believing that I'm lying and feeling like if I don't tell like anything, you know, any small details, then I'm holding back. It's this fear of.
Yeah, I mean, lying is, the ego is a lie.
Yeah.
And that's the only lie, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I go into time because, okay, maybe something shall happen and then I haven't told and then,
Yeah. So that it's just a kind of a guilt to look at. And maybe once you have, you know, because it's obvious, Solveig has a very close, loving friendship with Peter. Very loving, and they explore deep ideas, and it's very healing, you know. But I see both of them expanding and being able to love more and being, you know, well, and you're there too in the picture. You're in a relationship with Solveig.
Okay.
So it's intense because the past idea of possession and ownership, my wife or my partner, my girlfriend, you know, like you almost want to protect, like you said, the animals, they protect their, like dogs, they pee to have their area, you know. So, and all that is conditioned, while love has no boundary, and love is the safest place, really, and it's also very, very open, like it's communicative. Love is communicative. So I just see this as just a very, very beautiful place where so much healing can occur, where it can share. And yeah.
I'm also really open.
Yeah. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, healing something for the whole universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find also an overall picture for me now is it's good to have some concept which if you knew that is concept and not the real thing. And then for me it's just to be now. That I'm exploring everything now, and I have always done really.
Yeah.
I wasn't really aware of it.
Yeah.
And then you have some protection because of, and then I can see everything and comes anew. Like when the Bible said, I make everything new.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Very, very good
Yeah.
thing I can see now. And yes, I have some rudiments in my psyche and in my whatever, in my evolution or what you call it.
Mm.
But I'm open to see and to use the love instead.
Mm.
That's my intention. Anyway.
That's precious. So yeah.
So it was. I felt that no, I wouldn't get in at first, but I couldn't feel. Yeah, I have to go in now.
Mm. You felt it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, good.
And then with all that love I get, I have a funny feeling I get a little shy. Because it's not that new, but that's new to share with so many people anyway.
Yeah.
I've done it before, but now it's a little hug deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to be really vulnerable, it's a good experience because there's nothing to hide anyway.
Right. There is so much strength in that.
Yeah. But it's still an exploring and yeah.
Mm. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Du må gerne. Vil du blive?
I'm a little dizzy or something because I think I'm okay.
Du må gerne blive.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you for sharing once. Mm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mm. Healing the universe. Mm. Yeah. Mm.
Thank you for so much for asking to bring him in.
Mm.
That really did something for me. Thank you.
Yeah. So welcome. Mm. Mm. We have some sweet examples. Like not so many days ago, we went to a little town nearby, and it's called Rendeban. They have bath hot spring in the middle of this town. It's like a hippie town. Lots of hippies go there because you can sit in the river. There is like a hot spring in the middle of the river, in the middle of town. You can sit there in the warm water. And we wanted to find this, where this place was. Somebody pointed us, it's down by the bridge. So we went down there and we were like, but where is it? We don't see it. So we walked back up, and then a woman came with 2 big dogs, and because we said we must ask somebody, and we didn't see anybody until we saw her. And so we asked her where the hot spring was. And immediately I felt this connection between her and Barrett, this kind of just simple, sweet connection, with somebody you see, So I let them talk, and I just thought, oh, that's just so sweet. And there was no other feeling really than a blessing. And the other day with the pharmacy, it was a guy in the pharmacy that I felt the connection with. And Barrett is just so encouraging and allowing, and yeah. So undoing specialness in all kinds of ways. Very, very good.